Hello and welcome back to Mr. Han's CO2 car design tutorials. This is tutorial number 3. What we're doing here is designing a car in SketchUp. Designing a CO2 car in SketchUp. First thing we have to understand is a few things about the CO2 car model that I've made. We've downloaded it, we've set up our toolbars so they're what we need to see. And we want to check out our car. I'm going to orbit around to the back so you can see something here. I've designed this car in 2 halves. If I click on ISO no wheels, I can see the second half come in there. The reason I did this is for symmetric modeling. So there's a line of symmetry down the center. So basically what that means is if I do something to the right side of the car here, for example, we're going to cut this in a little bit. It's going to do the same thing to the left hand side of the car at the same time, so it's going to keep it nice and symmetric. I'm going to undo those couple things there. The second part that we have to understand is we're working with components here. And what components are is basically a group of lines all put together. And they're separate because we had to do 2 components to make them react with each other. That's one of the parts of using components, or one of the benefits of using components. So to work in a component, I have to use the select tool on either toolbar here, and I have to double click in a component. And there's this dotted gray line around the component. That means I can edit that component. If I'm outside here and I try to draw those same lines, I can draw the lines, but the problem is it's going to say you can't push-pull it because I'm not inside that component. So that's one of the keys. So we're going to start out with modeling half, and I'm going to tell you you can step right through this, and this is going to give you some information about it. So we're going to start out with step 1. Step 1 is determining how long the car should be. So what you have to do is look at your thumbnail sketches and see how long you want to make your car. But we're going to go to Camera, Standard View, Front, because that's what it tells me to do here. And before I get inside the component, I'm going to make a guideline. What a guideline is the tape measure tool. And I'm going to click on the midpoint in component of this line. You can see it kind of snap to that midpoint. It should be a dot there. So I'm going to click once there, and I'm going to start bringing it forward. I should get a horizontal line coming up. One of the errors that happens here is if you click on this line, you get a sorry, this is a horizontal line. Before I wanted a vertical line. So I want to click on the midpoint and get the vertical line. This can be anywhere from 200 to 305, but I say go from 205 to the full length of the car. You don't want to get right to 200 and then accidentally cut it wrong. So I'm going to pick my car to be, let's say, I'm looking down here at the length in the bottom right hand of the screen, and I want it to be about there, and that's 259.1. I'm going to click it there. Before I go anywhere, I'm going to highlight down here and type 260, and it's going to move that line to 260. It's just nice to stay on even lines. Now I'm going to click the Select tool. Double click to get inside my component, and I'm going to rotate this a little bit. The guideline I can't do anything with. I can't cut it off yet. What I have to do is draw a line from the intersection to the intersection over the top of my guideline. And then I'm going to push-pull this, click and drag this, and highlight it with the back edge, and let go. And it cuts it off for me. And now I can get rid of that guide. So I go Edit, Delete Guides. I always set it back to modeling half, or the step that you're on. Go So File, Save. And for us, we're going to save this a specific name. You're going to start out with your hour, then your last name, first initial, and CO2 car. And I'm going to put it on my desktop. And that concludes cutting your car to length.